First mover Asia, Bitcoin holds above $28K as investors await fresh productivity jobs data. Also, Sam Reynolds writes that decentralized-focused tokens, including LDO and DYDX, were the quarter's best performers. Their gains came as U.S. regulators ratcheted up their scrutiny of centralized exchanges. Good morning. Here's what's happening. Prices, what turmoil. Bitcoin holds its perch above $28K. Other major cryptos mostly fall in weekend trading. Insights, decentralized-focused tokens soared during the quarter. Their gains came as U.S. regulators zeroed in on centralized exchanges. Prices, Bitcoin investors continue their watchful waiting. Will April bring showers or more sunshine for Bitcoin? The weekend offered few clues as the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization kicked off the new month holding at late March levels as investors weighed recent events, bank failures, inflation, and crypto-focused regulatory actions that could push prices higher or drag them down. BTC was recently trading at $28,045, down 1.3% over the past 24 hours. It rose roughly 21% in March, despite a turbulent last 2 weeks in which markets teetered at times but always seemed to snap back above the $28,000 threshold. Bitcoin has remained resilient over the last week or so, resulting in a general improvement in market sentiment. Joe DiPasquale, CEO of crypto asset manager BitBull Capital, wrote in an email to CoinDesk. DiPasquale noted that Bitcoin was trading above its 200-day moving average, historically a strong indicator of bullish price action. But he also reflected uncertainty about BTC's path forward, calling the $32K to $36K range an area of interest on the upside while $18K to $20K a strong range on the downside. Ether was also slightly up from the previous day to change hands at $1,788, down 1.6% but well within its range of the past 2 weeks. Ethereum developers now await the Shanghai upgrade, which is scheduled to occur April 12 and will mark Ethereum's full transition to a proof-of-stake POS network, enabling staked ETH withdrawals. Other cryptos in the top 25 by market value were largely in the red. ARB, the token of Layer 2 blockchain Arbitrum, recently fell 7.4% to trade at $1.19. The decline came amid an uproar in the Arbitrum community over how the Arbitrum Foundation, a centralized company charged with promoting Arbitrum's claimed decentralized ecosystem, held a ratification vote over decisions it had already implemented, including sending nearly $1 billion in tokens to itself. On Sunday, the foundation said would break up its controversial governance package into a series of separate votes, bending to community pressure. Popular meme coins Doge and SHIB were recently off 5% and 4.8% respectively. The CoinDesk Market Index, a measure of crypto markets' overall performance, was recently down 1.2%. Equity markets closed an eventful, largely upbeat first quarter on a high, with the tech-focused Nasdaq climbing 1.7% and the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average GIA rising 1.2% and 1.4% respectively. This week, investors will have a fresh set of employment and productivity data to gauge whether the U.S. economy is continuing to contract as recent signs have suggested or powering forward. The U.S. Census Bureau will release February durable goods orders on Tuesday with expectations for a 1% month-over-month decline, and on Friday the U.S. Labor Department will announce March's non-farm payrolls with expectations for a 225,000 job spike and the monthly unemployment rate, which is expected to remain at its current 3.6%. A hot jobs market has figured prominently in central bankers' contemplations about the ongoing strength of the economy, which historically leads to higher inflation readings. In an interview with CoinDesk TV, Mark Chandler, Bannockburn Global Fork's managing director and chief market strategist, said that the financial stress that we saw earlier this month is receding. This is allowing the market to focus on two things, which was before the banking stress, he said, adding a note of caution. One is that the labor market remains fairly robust, and inflation is too high for the Federal Reserve. Insights, a banner quarter for decentralized-focused tokens, a growing fear that centralized crypto infrastructure will be the target of U.S. regulators has driven tokens that provide decentralized alternatives to be some of the best performers this past quarter. CoinMarketCap data shows that tokens for protocols LDO, DYDX, DYDX, and GMX were some of the best performers over the last 90 days. LDO surged in February when the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) ordered Kraken to shut down its staking service, and continued to rally when Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, said a blanket staking ban was coming alongside a securities classification, a scarlet letter for any sort of crypto with U.S. exposure. As for DYDX and GMX, the demise of FTX gave the market a renewed interest in decentralized derivatives exchanges. FTX and sister company Alameda, as far as we know, were incredibly centralized, controlled by a single person. These things metastasize because of human error, Dan Gunsberg, creator of Solana-based derivatives exchange HXRO, said to CoinDesk in December. Like staking, there's also significant regulatory interest in derivatives. Binance was recently sued by the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC, and its derivatives trading desk was front and center in the suit. Traders are looking for decentralized alternatives which they feel are beyond the big guns of American regulators and outside the crypto war conflict zone. But decentralized derivative exchanges also have their problems too. As CoinDesk recently reported, many are struggling with liquidity, and a lack of available open interest means that they cannot sustain big orders. While not all decentralized derivative exchanges suffer from this problem, it does cast some doubt on how well the idea scales. While decentralization was a theme for the quarter's best performers, the actual token that took first place was Conflux CFX, up a whopping 1,622%, according to CoinMarketCap data. It's not entirely clear what's driving such an outsized gain. Sure, Conflux's blockchain SIM card has attracted some interest from investors, but right now it's all theoretical and still in a trial phase. On-chain data shows that the number of transactions on the CFX chain are lower than what they were a year ago. But this is crypto, and sometimes there's not discernible data behind a token that pumps. Important events, 9 a.m. HKT/SGT1. 0 UTC Australia TD Securities Inflation YY/March 3:55 p.m. HKT/SGT7 55 UTC Germany S&P Global/BME Manufacturing PMI March 1 p.m. HKT/SGT14 0 UTC United States ISM Manufacturing PMI March CoinDesk TV. In case you missed it, here is the most recent episode of First Mover on CoinDesk TV. Bitcoin slips as Fed's preferred inflation gauge rose 0.3% in February. What's next for Binance? Bitcoin BTC was hovering around $28,000 as the PC price index increased 0.3% in February. Bannockburn Global Fork's chief market strategist Mark Chandler shared his crypto markets analysis. Plus, DApp Radar head of research and analytics Pedro Herrera discussed decentralized finance's performance and the rise of interest in Arbitrum in the first quarter. Headlines: Arbitrum's first governance proposal turns messy with $1B ARB tokens at stake. The Arbitrum Foundation would get to sidestep community governance when issuing special grants. Over 7,000 players successfully converged in Yuga Labs' Otherside Metaverse second trip. Thousands of non-fungible token holders joined the gamified experience last weekend, showing glimpses of what's to come from the virtual world launching later this year. TUSD stablecoin daily trading volume surpasses $1B after Binance boost. The surge follows Binance's decision a week ago to eliminate the zero-fee trading discount on the platform except for the BTC-DUS pair. Investors pour money into crypto investments for fourth straight month. Assets under management for digital asset products climbed to $13.04 billion in March, up 60% from their 2022 low in November, according to Crypto Compare. U.S. government sold $216M of seized Silk Road Bitcoin this month. The government will sell the remaining 41,480 BTC in 4 tranches this year.